welcome to Sega Central Live. I'm Dan Choden, otherwise known as This Is Action Man and Community Manager here at Sega Europe. Now, this week it's all eyes on the NEC in Birmingham because it's EGX 2016, and Chris and the Sega Central team are down there right now. So if you're heading there, make sure you head to the Sega booth and check out what's on happening at the show. Now, let me welcome a few of you guys to the stream. So we've got Sonic the Hedgehog. Wow. Well, thanks for joining us, Sonic. Who else have we got? We've got RRG. Welcome. We've got Rookie 185. Woo! Bartol Benkovic. Welcome. Clyde the Fox. Tomio Wathug. Jamie Mobius. Skill Jim is liking the shirt. Oh, well. Funny you should say that. Maybe we'll have some interesting things to share with you about t-shirts later. Sonic Paradox, welcome. Sonic Windblue, welcome to the stream. Hope the camera is okay and the sound quality is okay. It might be a little bit echoey because I am in the Company of Heroes bunker at the moment. And Kasori P, welcome. UMass Corey, welcome. Benjamin, welcome Benjamin. And Haruto Gaming Channel, welcome. Right, now, any of you guys heading to EGX this weekend, let me know in the chat. Would you guys like to see what has been happening at EGX? I am sure you guys want to know. So I will show you right now, if my mouse will work.
Hi guys, it's Chris for Sega Central and we're here at EGX 2016 in Birmingham. Let's have a look. Oh look who it is! Oh, selfie time! So what we've got for you if you come down to the Sega booth at EGX today, well, we've got 4 machines playing Motorsport Manager from Playsport Games, 4 machines playing Endless Legend Tempest, and if you come over here and play Endless Space 2, at the push of a button you can amplify that reality. Taking up the majority of the space here on the Sega booth is of course Dawn of War 3. 32 machines playing a late stage mission where you will get to play as an Imperial Knight if you come down and conquer that battlefield. Come check it out.
Ready to jump.
Oh, look who it is! Sonic Self EGX. And if you come down, you've got the chance to play the latest installment from the Blue Blur, Sonic Mania. And don't forget to tune in to the live stream tonight at 6 PM UK time, unless you're watching it right now, in which case, you're right.
Well, thanks for that, Chris, and I hope you guys enjoyed that little teaser of what's occurring this week at EGX. I need to give a shout out to Sonic Mutant, so thanks for joining the stream today. Woohoo! Right. So at EGX this week, if you are going down there, it's taking place in the NEC in Birmingham. And we've got, the Sega booth is in Hall 6. We've got Dawn of War 3, which you can get hands on. I think it's 32 stations, which is absolutely massive. Of course, we've got everyone's favourite Blue Blur. We've got Sonic Mania, so go and check that out if you're a Sonic fan. We also have Endless Space 2, and we have Endless Legend Tempest, so you can go and check that out. And we also have Motorsport Manager. Now, earlier, I think actually yesterday, Chris went to talk with Christian West from Playsport Games and put some of your questions to him. So let's take a look at that. And you might be able to hear my mouse clicking.
We're here with Christian West, who's the technical director of Playsport Games and Motorsport Manager, and we're going to ask you some community-led questions.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so let's fire away with, you must be close to release by now. Are we showing anything new here at EGX?
Yeah, we are. So we've been working on lots of AI and strategy stuff. So the kind of the new stuff in the game is all about how the rivals react to you and react to your decision making. So the game's kind of gotten a lot tougher as a result of that, and a little more fun as a result. It's kind of become a bit of a chess match. So it's interesting to see people play it and kind of play the new stuff.
That's great. That's great. All right. If I'm not familiar with the game, which you should be, how much practice will I get in career mode?
You get a practice session to kind of play with the setup, get kind of aware of your driver's abilities and how they perform in the car. You get a chance to kind of play with the tyres as well and see how many laps you'll get out of the tyres. That's in career mode, but we also have like a single event mode as well, so people can just kind of jump into a race weekend and just kind of play the one race weekend and try it themselves without the pressure of a career, without the chairman and the fans kind of being on your back trying to get you to get the best performance from the team. So you can play it that way if you want to.
So are we considering pit stop animations and podium celebrations?
We are. There's pit crew in the game now as well, so you can see when you queue up a pit stop, you can see your pit crew there waiting to service your car.
Yeah.
You can also see the pit crew of your rivals as well. So as you both go into the pit lane, you kind of have that race. You can see your pit crews, how long they take, see which car comes out first. Yeah. You can also see your teammates stack as well now. So if you've got your car in the pit lane, your teammate will kind of queue up behind them waiting as well, which when the rain has come in and there's chaos in the pit lane, everyone needs to get onto those wet weather tyres. It's really exciting to see.
Will players have the ability to edit team names and driver names in the game as well?
Yeah, they will. So after launch, we're going to bring out Steam Workshop support, which will open up access to the database, and people will be able to put themselves into the game, add their friends and family, which is really interesting to see. It's really great to see
I will be doing.
Yourself racing around on track and then doing like contract negotiations with yourself and seeing just how horrendous you can be. Yeah, it's good.
Do we have any idea yet of when minimum specs will be announced?
That should be really soon. We're kind of making the final touches to the game and doing the last bits of optimization. So we should have news on that really, really soon. So it's, watch this space.
Brilliant. How important is fan feedback, and how much does it shape the game as you make it?
It's really important to us. We actually pay a lot of attention to what the community are telling us and the comments that they're making on YouTube videos. In fact, we've kind of taken a lot of that on board for the release. So we're making some changes to the way the AI works and making sure there's more kind of undercutting and strategy in there. So the community is a big part of it. And I think once the game comes out, they'll play a big part in the direction the game will go. And we're certainly listening to them. And we'll take on their feedback really. So
it's an ongoing adventure.
It is.
That we're on together.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Did you consider early access before release as well?
We didn't really. I mean, I wanted to get the game to a point where it's really solid. It's really good. You can play it properly. The way the game works in sense of the drivers and the signing of drivers and sponsorship and developing your headquarters and your wind tunnel to get kind of better aerodynamics for race day, and then taking that over to the race itself. It's really important that all that works well together and is fully balanced together. So it kind of it's really important that it comes out as one complete package. I mean, it's not early access, but we will keep supporting it, and we do have plans to go further with the game post-launch. So there will be new content along the way that we'll be listening to the community that will kind of influence that as well. So.
And finally, Christian, give us your best woo.
Woo!
Woo! Thanks very much, Christian. That was an excellent woo, and thanks to Chris for doing that interview. Now, a few of you guys have been asking how you can get these Sega t-shirts that I'm wearing on tonight's stream. If you stay tuned till, let me just double check the schedule, till towards the end of the stream, you might find out how you can get one. Now, last week, well not actually last week, about 2 weeks ago, we ran a competition, and I basically said a word in a video and ask you guys to guess what I was saying. Now, let's take a look at that little video and see if you can guess what I was saying. And basically, we gave people the chance to win the mystery prize, the game I was saying on PC. We've got 3 winners, but we'll take a little look at the video now, see if you guys can guess on stream. And if you like this sort of stuff, we might be doing a few more of these in future streams, so check this out. And listen to my keyboard. Right, here we go. Any ideas what I said there? Any ideas? Shall we? Let's check in the chat, see what's going on. Anyone says anything? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, a few people are saying they want a Sega shirt, so Sonic Gabriel wants to take a shirt. And anyone else? Let's just have a look. Oh, Drew Lewis is asking about the Sega shirts. So let's go back to the competition to actually find out what I said in that video.
The correct answer is Alien Isolation. Woo!
Now, what I actually said was Alien Isolation. So congratulations to the 3 winners. We have GV Biohazard, we have the Tunisian Sonic Fan, and we also have Sonic Wind Blue. Congratulations to all of you. Now, to claim the prize, it's Alien Isolation on PC. You need to email the community team here at Sega at community@sega.co.uk to claim the prize. So again, congratulations to you all. Right, back to me again, maybe. Here I am, back again. You'll have to accept my apologies if the stream is a little bit weird and wonderful. I'm on my own, pressing buttons, and yeah, that's pretty much the stream. Now, I've got one more little tidbit of information for you if you're attending EGX. So our friends over at Numskull do official Sega merchandise, and they're at EGX, and Sega fans can get 10% off official Sega merchandise. So just head to their booth and tell them that we sent you. Alternatively, if you're not attending the show, you can go to their website, which is numskull.co.uk, and you can use the discount code SEGA10, and details for that are in the description, which is very, very cool. Now, shall we take a look at the latest Sega news? Am I interested? Woo! Okay, let's take a look now. So, Company of Heroes, things that you might have missed. Company of Heroes celebrated their 10th anniversary of the franchise with a very nice cake. As you can see, it's a Tiger tank and it was edible. And sadly, we've not received a single slice of cake yet. Now, there might be one in the post, we'll just have to see, but it looks like a pretty epic cake. Now, if you want to find out about Company of Heroes, you can head to companyofheroes.com, find out all about the 10th anniversary there and what has been happening, which is very, very cool. Moving on to Dawn of War 3. Now, do you want to find out more about the Space Marines, or have you heard the name Jonah Orion and you're not really sure who that is? Well, this is who Jonah Orion is. He's on the screen right now. And you can head over to dawnofwar.com to learn more, which is very, very cool. Right, next piece of news that we have, Amplitude Studios, who make Endless Space and Endless Space 2. They've recently released a new first look gameplay video for Endless Space 2, and it's entitled The Vision. We think it's a very epic video, so let's take a look at it right now.
Endless Space 2 will put you in the fascinating role of a leader, guiding his civilization in making its first steps into the cold depths of interstellar space. You will explore mysterious star systems, discover the secrets of ancient races, develop advanced technologies of unthinkable power, and of course, encounter new life forms to understand, to court, or to conquer. Your story unfolds in a galaxy that was first colonized by a people known as the Endless, who rose and fell eons ago. All that remains of them are mystical ruins, powerful artifacts, and a mysterious near-magical substance known as dust. Each of the factions you can play has its own story, each with its strengths, weaknesses, special gameplay abilities, and set of traits. At the beginning of a game, you will choose from a wide selection of parameters to determine the size, shape, and age of the galaxy. The Galaxy Generation Engine has been completely redesigned to give you more diversity, more resources, and more secrets. A key new element of Endless Space 2 gameplay is the management of your populations. Your empire may begin with a population dominated by one race, but through the course of the game, other peoples of both major and minor factions may join your civilization, bringing in their own unique gameplay traits and political ideologies. Their presence can help improve your empire's economic productivity or scientific development, or they could even pass powerful laws that your base population finds unpalatable. In Endless Space 2, minor factions control their own systems and fleets. Through careful diplomacy, they can become powerful allies or even be assimilated into your empire. And should you decide that diplomacy is for the weak, warfare and battles have been drastically improved. You will select a tactical play for each battle and watch as you see your fleet engage the enemy in cinematic, stellar conflicts. But war is not only fought in the depths of space. You will also command ground forces that will invade or defend systems. These forces will consist of infantry, artillery, and air support. Regardless of what your preferred strategy is, you will want to hire and use heroes, trained at the Academy, a mysterious organization whose temple is hidden somewhere in the galaxy. These gifted individuals will drive the effectiveness of your empire, and with experience, they will become even more capable. Each civilization will have its own quests with a unique story to play through. A flexible, rewarding, multiple-path challenge that will teach the player more about their background, motivations, and the universe. This first look is just a glimpse of what to expect in the Endless Space 2 Early Access. The development of the game is powered by the Games Together community platform. So join us and give us your feedback to make the game the best it can get.
Now that was an epic video there from Endless Space 2. Kind of really makes you want to play it. Well, you can if you are attending EGX this weekend. There's 4 stations and you can go and play the game. Now the reason we were delayed this evening is because Chris and one of the Sega Central team's newest recruits, Angel, were busy cutting a special video for you guys. Today they interviewed Jeff Spock from Amplitude Studios. Live long and prosper. I just wanted to get that in. And to answer some of the questions that we've seen in the community since we've acquired Amplitude Studios, and there's a lot of questions about what is Endless Space, what is Endless Space 2, and we have this video for you guys, which is hot off the press, and we hope you enjoy the questions and the answers. Check it out.
Okay, so I'm here with Jeff Spock, who is the narrative director and co-founder of Amplitude Studios, but he's not related to the famous fictional character. I did check. Jeff, thanks for talking to us today. You having a good EGX?
Yeah, it's been really great. It's been a lot of fun to come here. It's my first time in an EGX. My first time in Birmingham. My apologies for that, but they've both been great. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely.
We've got some questions from the community, so we'll just jump straight in. So what are we showing here over the weekend at EGX?
We're showing 2 things basically. Amplitude has 2 big things coming out. One is Well, I was going to say it's our last DLC for Endless Legend, but we said that for the previous one too. It's called Tempest. And then we have, of course, Endless Space 2, which is the next big 4X strategy IP that's coming out that we're really excited about. And so we're doing a demo of that as well.
Yeah, we've got 4 machines playing Endless Legend Tempest, don't we? And I think 5 playing Endless Space 2.
Right. Okay. Yeah. It's got a great presence.
It's been great. There's always someone on it, is what I've noticed so far as I've been about the booth. So,
good.
What's new about Endless Legend Tempest?
Okay, Endless Legend. There's an awful lot of refining that because it launched almost 2 years ago now, so it's got a lot of history in it now. We've been a lot of refining, a lot of additional content, paid and free. What's going to be big in Tempest is we have a new faction coming out, the sort of demonic sea demon type faction. There's been a lot of fun to write and invent. We're going to have naval battles finally, which is something the community has been asking for basically since the game came out. We want to have battles on the water, so you'll get your battles on the water. And just, we're going to have there's going to be a lot of fun things in there, some things I probably shouldn't mention. But there's little things as well, support for the Steam controller, a shared victory condition, so that the problem with our games up till now has been if 2 buddies are playing together, at the end of the game it's like, you can only have one winner. Right? who stabs who in the back kind of thing. But no, now you can actually have a shared victory in that. So,
great.
So we're trying to respond to a lot of the community requests that we've been having. So Tempest should be, and some good new AI. AI is really hard in 4X games, and we've often been criticized. And now we're actually getting comments on the forum that the AI is too tough. So I was like, programmers, good job. That's kind of what we want to do.
We can go home.
Yeah, right. Pretty much. And then Space 2, and that's, we took the basic gameplay of Space 1, enriched with everything we learned in Legend, and then added to that. And so it's, sort of the culmination of everything we know and all we can do. And so we have a lot of hope for that.
So someone who's not familiar with the Endless Space 2 story,
Right.
You are the narrative director after all, so
Yes,
the best person
indeed.
to answer this. They want to know if they can play as a different faction and if their story will be different to their friends.
Yes. Basically, essentially, first of all, because it's a 4X game and every game is randomly generated, the only way you can have the same game as your friends is to actually share I think you can share the seed that's randomly generated from which the galaxy is created.
Oh, right. Okay.
Other than that, you can't even play the same game, much less, anything else. Plus, each faction has its own story. For about 2/3 of the final version of the game, you'll be playing what we call a faction quest. And that's specific to each faction.
Right.
And the idea there is to get a little bit of lore, learn the faction gameplay, a little bit of an introduction to the universe and that sort of thing, and those are different for each faction. So certainly, if you play the same faction but in a second game, it'll still be a little different, just because the shape of the galaxy is different. So that's one of the big things about our games is we really like the replayability and the random element, because that makes it different every time. And that necessarily overflows into the story. So you really have no 2 stories ever being quite the same.
And there's a little question for me. So I know that has it been 4 factions that are announced at the moment?
Right.
Exactly. Have we announced the possible total number of factions?
8. We're gonna have 8.
It'll be 8.
It'll be 8 when for the release, and then certainly we'll be doing DLCs and adding some more.
Right. So. Oh wow, endless amount of choice. From robots to giant bugs, I imagine.
Yeah. All kinds of good stuff. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun with that. That's always a great thing to do. As the creative person, creating the factions is just,
Yeah.
It's like mud pies and candy store stuff.
But what's unique about Endless Space?
The problem is I can talk about these things for much longer than I ought to.
I think tape in the camera.
Yeah. Battery's going to run down and everything. Compared to our games, it's all the systems we've been working on. We improve them a little bit each game. So the AI is a little better, the diplomacy is a little richer. The battles should be, more spectacular than in Space 1. So, we're doing that kind of incremental stuff, but we're also adding new systems to the game. The big one for Space 2 is population. Because if you think about sort of science fiction, you invade and conquer a system that has a bunch of people in it. Typically in a game, all of a sudden that's your system full of your people. We want to say, but what if that system still has the people you conquered in it, right? What is their political standpoints? What do they want to do? How do they react to you?
Yeah.
What kind of laws can you pass or not pass if some of them are in your Senate?
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. So we really want to make the population kind of the heart of the gameplay, of the new gameplay for Space 2.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big difference, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's something you don't sometimes see in science fiction as well. Is like obviously on planet Earth we've got an immensely diverse culture.
Right.
We've got our own languages and political systems all over the planet.
Right.
But individual races, you create the bug race or the robot race or whatever,
and that's that, right? And they're monolithic, and everyone acts the same way.
Yeah, and that's it. And they all speak the same language, and
right.
the same, and all that. But it's good to know there'll be sort of like different interactions in the narrative between
that's exactly what we're trying to do. Just add a little more richness and a little more challenge. Your population could be your worst enemy or best friend, depending on what you're trying to do. And so that should be fun.
One more from the. I could just talk about it myself, but we will get to the community questions. Have you improved or reworked the space combat since Endless Space?
Yeah, the philosophy is staying the same. Because a comment that we got an awful lot, and we still get an awful lot, is I want tactical space battles. All right. I want to be able to say, on this ship, I want these 2 turrets to fire at this guy, this turret to shoot a missile down there, and this one to... And our point of view is you are the emperor of an empire. You're not the captain of a ship.
Right.
So you make the decisions the emperor makes, and you just hope that the guys who are running your flotillas do what they ought to do.
Right.
So the battle is... there's a lot of improvements to it. It's hard to explain. They're going to look better. They're going to be... we're going to set up a system of plays where sort of you decide how you want your fleet to go into battle, but without controlling every little ship or every little gun turret. So it's going to be there's going to be more tactical and strategic decisions made at the moment of the battle, without actually throughout the battle changing firing lines and that kind of thing. Okay. And we have more money for special effects and more great artists, so they're going to look really cool. So that sort of thing is.
Great.
We're pretty excited about that. Yeah.
Will there be Steam Workshop support for the game? And how important is community feedback for shaping the development of the game itself?
Right. Yeah, I mean, community feedback is an enormous thing. When we started development, we started our Games Together platform, which is basically pretty much anybody with internet access can look at our design documents because we share them with the community. We share them. They're essentially public record, basically. So if you want to see how we do diplomacy, how we do our battles, how we do anything, you can actually go on our site, go into our community site and look at that. And we get great feedback from the community. I mean, I think I work with 50 really smart people, but there's thousands more out there that are also really smart and have really good ideas.
Yeah.
And if we have this iterative feedback and their ideas and our ideas, and we build together and we come up with things, I just think it really improves our games. So community feedback is enormously important to us. That's why we like to be able to have modding in all our games so people can make their own factions. They love to do that. And then, of course, that leads you into the Steam Workshop question. We are integrating Steam Workshop. I don't know. I'm not the programmer, and I don't want him angry at me. Eric, sorry, I'm not going to answer this one because I can't give you dates on that or exactly when or how. But we're definitely working on Steam Workshop.
It is coming.
We launched our first game on Steam. We are really happy with Steam, and so we definitely want to be integrated into that.
So lastly, is early access still happening?
Yes, absolutely. Early access, it's part of the whole sort of community attitude that we have. And the fact is that we have a very specific philosophy for early access, which is the game isn't fixed. We're going to put out, it's not feature complete. All the key features are there. It's very playable. It'll be bug free. It'll be a lot of fun. But we want feedback on the systems. We want feedback on the balance. I think if you put early access out and you don't listen to the community, you lose like 4 to 6 months of feedback and making your game better. The worst thing in the world is what it was like, what game development was like 10 years ago was you'd throw the gold version over the wall and then you get feedback that like, this balance didn't work out. Why didn't I know that 6 months? Now we know that 6 months beforehand and we can work that in. It's really important to our games. It's part of our philosophy, getting that whole thing right. That's so early access. We did some builds this week. It's not quite there, so it's going to be very soon. But I can't give a date. I don't know the date, and if I did give the date, they'd kill me. So no matter what, I can't. Well,
you could give it, but we'll have to bleep it. But that's just more work for me. So
but it's going to be very soon, and then typically within 6 months after that date, we'll go gold.
Thanks very much for watching. Remember, if you're in Birmingham at the NEC, come down and check out Endless Legend Tempest on the Sega booth and Endless Space 2, which will be out soon. Give us your best woo, Jeff.
Woo!
There you go.
Try it, man.
And we're back. Woo! What do you guys think of Endless Space 2? Now, whilst I was playing the video, I was reading through lots of your comments, and a lot of love for the Sega t-shirts. You guys will want to know when we'll be talking about that competition. We'll talk about it very soon. And also lots of Ask Sega questions. Now, if we don't answer your Ask Sega question in this show, look out for it in future shows. We might just answer your question then. All right, let's get on with the show. Oh, actually, no, before we do, Sonic the Hedgehog is watching, and in your stream the other day, you were showing off some very nice t-shirts, some black t-shirts with a fan club on. Now, if you're up for it, we're happy to send you some Sega t-shirts and do a little trade giveaway for the European fans. Let us know. Woo. Okay, right, Ask Sega. Now, it's the time where we answer your questions, and during our PAX West stream, which was a couple of weeks ago, many of you were asking how you can order the Sonic Mania Triple Threat and Studiopolis Zone t-shirts that Aaron was wearing during the interview with Matt from a Tales channel. Well, I've got some very good news for you guys, and you can actually, here's the t-shirts, and if you're in the UK, you can now order these t-shirts direct from Amazon UK with Prime Fast Delivery options available. Details and links of how you can order these are in the description below. So off you go. There's really cool ones there. And there's also the Sonic 25th anniversary t-shirt as well. They come in lots of different colors and variations. And there's men's sizes, women's sizes, and kids sizes available. So go and check those out. Right, let's move on to the next Sega Ask Sega question. Bear with me 1 second. I am back. Yes. Right, the next Ask Sega question we've got, this is from It's Still Thinking 1999. Asks if in the future we could get a video tour of Sega HQ. Well, sure, I don't see there's any problem in giving you a behind the scenes look here in the Sega Europe office. What we're going to try and do actually for many of our streams, because we have these really awesome theme rooms. So I'm in the Company of Heroes bunker, and a few weeks ago we were in the Total War Rome meeting room, which was really cool. We've got one based on Football Manager, and then we've got lots of little breakout areas as well, which are really cool with some of our retro games on there. So we've got an Outrun room, Shenmue room, Yakuza room as well. So we'll be able to show you some of those rooms as we do the streams going forward. Now, remember, if you want to ask a question for next week's show, then you can either comment below or ask it in the chat, or you can use Twitter with the hashtag, as always, AskSega, and we will try our best to answer them in next week's show. Now, I can't answer that many questions tonight because we are running low on time. Now, let's come on to the competition. So, a lot of you have been asking how we can get these money can't buy these Sega t-shirts, just like this one. I'll try and stand up so you can see it. It's white with the Sega logo. It's pretty simple, but very, very cool and very iconic. Now, when the stream is finished, come back to the stream and leave a comment below and let us know your top 5 Sega games. We've got 5 t-shirts available, and we'll pick 5 winners at random from everybody who comments to make it fair. And as always, you know, terms and conditions apply, and they can be found down below in the description. So if you want a chance to win, let us know your top 5 favorite Sega games and leave a comment after the stream has ended. So there'll be like a video on YouTube, it'll be a VOD, and then leave a comment below then. Don't put it in now because we might lose those comments and your entry won't be valid. So just a little bit of patience there. Right, and we have one final competition, and this is for people who are attending EGX. Now, you may have seen a statue of Sonic at EGX if you've been there. And what we're offering attendees the chance to win an awesome prize bundle from Drop Dead UK. Now, all you need to do to enter is to reply to a tweet which is pinned on our Twitter profile, and I can show you what that looks like right now, if my mouse will work. So this is what the tweet looks like. So if you're there, head down to the Sega booth, find Sonic the Hedgehog, reply to the tweet with a Sonic selfie EGX, and you can use the hashtag as well for the chance to win a Drop Dead UK prize bundle. Now, as always, terms and conditions apply. The competition will end after EGX finishes, which is Monday the 26th of September. And one winner will be chosen at random from all eligible entries. Now, if you're wondering what a Sonic selfie should look like, you can see Chris on the right-hand side doing his very best job of doing a Sonic selfie, so you know what you need to do. Right, let's go back to me, and let's read some of your messages in the chat. See what's going on. So RRG says you're not there, so you could just Photoshop your face on it. Well, you need to be there if you're going to be at EGX. But don't worry, we've got the competition for you guys to win these amazing Sega t-shirts, and we'll have some awesome competitions coming up in future streams. As mentioned earlier, we have our friends over at Numskull, and they've given us lots of cool merchandise. We've got some Sonic socks that you might have a chance to win. We've got some Sega, Dreamcast, Mega Drive, notebooks, and file cases. Well, you might have seen some of those in our old Sega Central videos, so we'll be giving you guys a chance to win those in the coming weeks. And talking about prizes, you know, some things that we do quite a lot of here, you may have seen in some of our other live streams, we've got these very cool Sega instant win giveaway scratch cards, and these have mystery prizes in. Now, if you want to claim one of these, it's fastest fingers first. And to claim it, you need to have Steam on the PC. So I'll give you a few minutes to get Steam open on the PC. Launch the client, and then go to the Games menu and select Activate Product on Steam. And there'll be a little window where you can tap in a code. So you ready? I'm going to scratch these off now. I've got 5 available, and let's see what we get. Get ready for the woos. And let me know as well if you do redeem one of these. Okay, so we have the first one is Empire Total War. Woo! Let that focus. There is the code. Write it down. Get ready. Skill Gym hopes that there's a code for Sega Bass Fishing. Tomio, the code is for Steam, so you copy this in Steam and redeem it on the PC. It's a free game. Let me know if you get it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, we love these ones. The problem with these cards is they're scratch-offs, and I make a massive mess everywhere. Okay, so the next one is Sega Mega Drive Classics Pack 1. And there's the code. Did you get that? Sonic Merton Show, got it. Congratulations. Woo! RRG, you redeem these on Steam, on the PC. So if you open Steam, launch the Steam client or create a Steam account at store.steampowered.com if you don't already have one. Then under the Games menu, select Activate a Product on Steam. Use the Steam Product Activation Wizard to enter your unique Steam key, which is this one here. And then your game will appear in the Steam library. So let me know if you get this one. Anyone? Okay. You can always come back and have a look and see what the codes are. Right, let's have a look at the next one. This one is actually a pretty good one. One of my favorites. We have The Typing of the Dead Overkill. Don't know why. I'm trying to. Ooh, that way. Focus. There you go. It's focused. It's trying to focus. There you go. Like Golf, which one did you get? Let us know which one you got. Yes, Quasi Benny Gaming. These are free games, free Sega games. We do this every stream at the end of the stream. That's why we say a true fan waits to the end, because you get the chance to win a free Sega game. Okay, I've left that one up long enough. Let me know what you get if you've got it. All right, next one. Oh, this is relevant. As mentioned earlier today, it was the 10th anniversary of the Company of Heroes franchise, so we have Company of Heroes 2. Woo! If you get these, give me a woo in the chat. So there's Company of Heroes 2. Thygolf got the Mega Drive one. Awesome. Foxy Sen, you got the Typing of the Dead Code. Awesome. Congratulations. I'll leave that one up there for a little bit. Sonic Mutant got another one. Which one did you get? Okay, and the final one. So this is what the codes look like, and then I'm scratching off this panel, and we're revealing the code here. Okay, I'm gonna reveal the next one. Oh, this one. There's one that we've not had. Get it out. There's one that we've not had. Right. There's the one that we've not read. Binary Domain. Binary Domain. A very cool game. It's a Sega favorite. Let me know if you get that one. Oh, Foxy Sen, you just joked. Okay. Rookie185 is asking something that Sonic Wind Blue asked earlier. Have you guys shipped the Sega hoodies to winners already? No, we haven't. And the reason is I've been away and I've got a bit of a backlog of prizes to send out, but I will be sending them out in the next week or so. So please be patient and you'll have all your prizes delivered in one big go. There you go. So that's Binary Domain. ROG is saying, how do people redeem so fast? They must have pretty fast fingers. Never mind Speed of Sonic 123. We'll have some more coming up for you next week. And ROG, don't worry, you've still got a chance to win an amazing Sega t-shirt. Wait until the end of the stream, and when the VOD is processed, leave your top 5 favorite Sega games and you might have a chance. Speed of Sound 123 says, do you have one more, Dan? Unfortunately not. I don't, because that would mean removing my microphone and running to my desk, which is a bit away from the bunker. But don't worry, we'll have some more next week. So let us know, as always, if you have enjoyed this week's show. I think we covered quite a lot. We had Motorsport Manager, we had Endless Space 2, Epic Trailer. We celebrated the 10th anniversary of the Company of Heroes franchise. Some new news from Dawn of War. Go and check out dawnofwar.com. I think they've just recently released some amazing things. News on the Eldar as well. There's a faction if you're a fan of Dawn of War. And if you are attending EGX, I would strongly recommend getting there early if you want to play Sonic Mania, because the queues have been, I think, about an hour long, so head there early. Right, so before we go, let us know what you thought of the live stream this week, what you'd like to see in the future. You can always tag us on Twitter with @Sega, or let us know in the comments. And as always, leave us a like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. And my mouse doesn't work. I'm just going to smile and look pretty. Bye.